Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our IFP webinar series session 26. And thank you very much for sparing your time. Today, we are going to discuss about the, first of all, just see the webinar guidelines, go through it. You must have attended earlier programs. Please go through these guidelines. So these are few programs we had conducted earlier under guidance of Sri Anuj. So today we have session on operational safety post-pandemic, though there have been many things have been spoken on this topic before, and many details have been touched upon. And I'm sure most of the parks now being operational, you have already taken care of many things. But today we have our two eminent safety specialists from the industry, from Nico Park, Mr. Arup Goswami, who is the safety officer, and Mr. Trisit Roy Chaudhary, who is the assistant safety officer. Mr. Arup Goswami is a mechanical engineer with over 25 years of experience in different industries, out of which around 19 years alone in amusement park industry at Nico Park. Presently working as Deputy General Manager, Engineering and Project Marketing, and also designated as Safety Officer of Nico Parks. Mr. Trisit Roy Chaudhary is ex-Indian Air Force. He has served the country for 20 years as a technical person. Trisit joined Nico Parks in the year 2008 and is presently functioning as Manager Electrical, in charge of all electrical maintenance area, a Bachelor of Science. He is also designated as the Assistant Safety Officer, as I mentioned before. They are the experts from the industry, and I've seen their safety procedures very meticulous, very sophisticated, well planned. So let us hear from the experts. Over to Mr. Arup Goswami and Trisit Roy Chaudhary.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. So the topic is operational safety post-pandemic. We heard that endemic has begun, but in fact, we don't know when the pandemic will be over. We hardly get our normal life back, but we will lead a new normal life with few restrictions and precautions. I will now come to the topic. After the first wave of COVID, we opened our park for a few months. And after second wave, we opened Nico Park for visitors on 18th of August 2021. After we got permission from local government authority to open, we performed few necessary tasks before allowing visitors. First of all, sanitization. Before we started pre-operating maintenance and other jobs, we sanitized all areas, especially high-touch zones. But spraying sanitizer near fire and any electrical or electronics items were avoided. Simultaneously, We trained our people how to act during this new normal period. For awareness, we prepared a standard operating procedure and trained not only our own staffs but also contractual staffs, securities, and other stakeholders. Then comes maintenance of rights and facilities, and then housekeeping work. Housekeeping includes not only cleaning but also to find out probable hazardous areas for beehives, snakes, and other insects, and eradicated them also. First, we set a date from which we should allow visitor to our park, and accordingly we planned the pre-operating activities with a time frame for each departments. Major job performed by housekeeping department. In this pandemic, you can see the trees are grown up freely. We had to trim them which are nearer to rides. All buildings, office, substation, water reservoir, pools, pump houses, change room, lockers, food court, kiosks, operators' cabins, toilets were cleaned and made free from cobwebs and reptiles. Additional pest control done in all these areas. The rooftop or all buildings were cleaned, but especially which were under trees were cleaned properly, and all the drain pipes of those buildings were inspected and cleaned. Because somewhere we also found inside those drain pipes, it is full of creepers. We also inspected space between the ceiling and false ceiling. Then comes sewage lines. All the sewage lines and manholes are inspected and cleaned. Rental, we use costumes. So all the costumes are washed properly and dried. And effluent treatment plants are also cleaned. Then comes the engineering or maintenance department. It took a very vital role before the park operation started. Primarily, electrical department checked HT-LT panels, HT switch gear, maintenance also done. Servicing of DG sets and maintenance of transformer were done simultaneously. All individual panels and distribution box of motor JBs were checked. We also request you to don't miss anyone before connecting them properly. During inspection, we also found some snakes and reptiles. So we also be careful for that, for panels and everything. For further safety, we also did some earth testing for all equipments. All UPS were checked. Due to non-operation for a long time, few batteries were found inactive, and we replaced them. Washing machines were serviced prior to the rental washing. AC machines were also maintenance done. We also found few tiles breakage in pools, which we were rectified. Boundary walls and barbed wire were found full of creepers. So we cleaned them, and sometimes we repaired also. Regular proper road trial of rides were done before we set them to visitors. And in fact, road trial were done followed by inspections. For few days we did it. Non-destructive test of critical mechanical items were done. We tested pressure vessels and lifting tackles through proper agencies. Pumps, valves, pipelines, and filtration units were checked before water filling in the pool of water park. We inspected all of our wooden structures as they have experienced 2 rainy seasons. We had to perform few rectification jobs on those wooden structures also. Then comes fire hydrant points. All related pumps were checked. Hose boxes and hose pipes were cleaned. Here also we found snakes, and one place we found some ants. So be careful. We refilled few extinguishers because few of them we found expired in last few months. CCTV, metal detector and smoke detectors system were also checked. Can you please next slide? Please excuse us. Sorry. Few other areas like F&B has several equipments like ovens, microwaves, grill, freezer. These were checked. Gas banks were checked. Servicing of valves, pipelines, and gas sensors were also checked. Storage area for hazardous inflammable items were checked. And now we designated a separated area for sanitizer store. All POS machines, server, network devices, printers and UPSs were also checked before we started the operation. Few changes we did while opening the park. Park opening time was revised due to anticipated low initial footfall. This is to minimize our electrical cost also. Timing was further revised according to increase of footfall. Sitting arrangement of guests and employees were rearranged considering social distancing. So revised capacity of park as well as all the rights and facilities were derived to avoid large group forming and maintain social distancing both in dry park and water park, including change room, toilets, food courts. Individuals should maintain distance, but family or group can sit together. To obtain real-time visitor count inside the park, we installed sensor at entry and exit gates. Additional queue length were provided with indication of a standing position to comply with a minimal distance. Marking of these steps were done not only for rides queue, but also for ticket booth, outside of toilet, change room, food kiosk, everywhere. For awareness on COVID protocol, we introduced in-park announcement and hoardings at different places. We provided hand sanitizer, hand washing, and temperature checking facilities at key locations in the park. Enforce social distancing in crowded places like inquiry and ticket counters, lockers area, food court, and staff canteen. Proper COVID-19 PPE are used as per requirement of different trades. All employees, contractual worker, and other stakeholders, visitors in the visiting in the park were asked to vaccinated. In these regards, we have not allowed anyone without first dose of vaccination. A SOP has been prepared regarding this COVID protocol after obtaining different guidelines from central and state government, IAPA and IAP. We are maintaining this SOP, and so far we have not identified any COVID-19 case among our employees after this second time we started. So this we made this SOP for ourselves, and now my colleague Mr. Trishit Raichaudhuri will brief you for all these SOPs.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Mr. Trishit Raichaudhuri, Assistant Safety Officer of Nicco Park. Actually, on 22nd of March 2020, we forced to close down our park due to this pandemic. And we could open the park after a long gap of near about 6 months, that is in October, mid-October, that is 15th October. From the first week of October, we came to know that our park may be open from any day. So we have not wasted any time. We have sat together. We have done our brainstorming because it is a totally new normal things. Never we faced about this. So mainly we have emphasized on the SOPs of different, as per the trade, different departments, then for the visitors, for the other stakeholders, and mainly we have taken the pain for the personal hygiene. So I will read out some points as per SOP, what actually we have made. That at the entry for the visitors, that is the main gate, that all counters, that inquiry, cash, online counter, first aid, souvenir, rental, we have sanitized, including the doorknobs, handles, chairs, switchboards, tables, counter, slab, window, computers, including the keyboards, telephones, credit card machine, etc., several times in a day. To mark indicators on the floor with paint for a gap of minimum 2 meters or 6 feet between the visitors at the inquiry counter or both sides, outside as well as inside. Ticket counters, online booking counters, entry gates, wristbanding, first aid, everywhere. Staff at the inquiry counter, all cash counters and other counters, they have also maintained, and their sitting arrangement in such a way that is 6 feet away from each other. And they were always with the mask, face shield and hand gloves on. The security, cashiers, officers at the outside plaza inquiry, those are actually welcoming the guests, the new visitors in new normal situation. They were also with the mask, face shield and hand gloves all the times. All visitors we have offered all the visitors with hand sanitizer wearing entering in the gate. We have also offered the free what actually we say, that is temperature measurement we have done in the gate. Then mask, somebody was not having with the mask. Maximum visitors were with the mask only. Somebody is without having mask. We have offered them free mask on the gate only. And all the visitors, we have ensured that wear with face mask all the time, except while inside the water areas, that is water park pool, and while consuming food and beverage. Next. Staff entrance and exit gate. To enter and exit the park premises from the admin building gate only. These are for our employees. All staff must maintain the best practice for personal hygiene, especially washing hands frequently. There was everywhere it is written, and personally we have told to everybody that there is no smoking, no chewing of tobacco, no pan masala and no splitting here and there. We are very much serious. We were very much serious about this point. All staff to wear fresh and clean and well-ironed uniforms with full-sleeve shirts only after reaching the park, shoes with closed toe as well. Must carry their own water bottle, must wear face mask, must wear face shield and hand gloves. In particularly those who are actually operating in the operation department, handling the guest, and food counters, food and beverage, main ticket counter, everywhere. And they must maintain a gap of 2 meters or 6 feet from other colleagues or visitors. We have emphasized on the point that do not use others' mobile or belongings to share any common sanitary like pens or any other work tools. To remain calm, friendly and conscientious with all office colleagues and visitors in this difficult time. Administration area. That car parking area, all parking areas we have sanitized regularly time to time. With the park, cars, bikes and cycle stand also. Restriction of car parking of non-essential visitors in our office car parking zone. There was a restriction. All offices must be sterilized, including the doorknobs, handle, chairs, table, switchboard, windows, window blinds, computer, including the keyboard and telephones. Social distancing must be strictly maintained while in individual offices or during meetings. Not more than 5% to accumulate at any location with a minimum gap of 2 meters or 6 feet. Minimum stationery must be exchanged. Office visitor we have actually during that period, mainly I am talking about October to April period, we have actually discouraged the visiting the other stakeholders in the park until unless it is very necessary. Any essential visitors must use hand sanitizer before entering the premises and must wear a mask at all the time. Social distancing during lunch break at the office pantry we have actually ensured. Rides and attraction in the main park area, that is our actually main criteria. All the rides, entry, exit gate, seats, handles, safety bars, we have sanitized time to time throughout the day working hour. Ride operator, we have ensured that ride operators must wear with the face mask and hand gloves all the time. Sorry. Ride operators must ensure that all the visitors also must wear their face mask. Ride operator must offer hand sanitizers to every visitor before accepting them to take the ride, because we have already kept the good amount of sanitizer bottles in each and every ride. for the visitor's purpose. Ride operator must sanitize all the handles and seats of the rides before allowing the next batch to visitors. Because it was already told, and we have emphasized this point, that in each ride, before each ride, all the bar handles, seats and everything to be sanitized. And these points throughout the park, these are all maintained. Ride slides in the water park area. Next. To mark indicators on the floor with the paint for a gap of minimum 2 meters or 6 feet. Already my colleague Arup Goswami has shown you this marking. Visitors on both entry and exit point. All our staff, we have ensured that face mask with hand gloves and everything. We have recommended that the water needs to be treated to have 1 ppm free chlorine and the pH less than 7.5. If a high touch surface of the ride is not covered in the chlorinated cool water, it should be sanitized frequently. Security persons. Actually, our security persons, they have done a lot during this period. They have taken a good pain and always with the visitors, they help the visitors in new normal situation. Security personnel staff must ensure that a gap of minimum 2 meters or 6 feet is maintained between colleagues and visitors, especially at the entry-exit point, retail shop, rentals, change room, locker area, inside any water rides and slides. All the rides, entry-exit gate, life jacket, mats, tubes, handles, lockers and locker keys must be sanitized frequently at the end of the day operation thoroughly. Lockers to be issued in such a sequence, we have issued like that the gap of minimum 2 meters or 6 feet is maintained between the visitor except for the particular family. Ride also, in that case, ride also we have done the same thing. In a group, with the family they came, we have given the ride, but otherwise we kept the minimum distance always. Ride operator must ensure that a gap of minimum 2 meters or 6 feet is strictly maintained between the visitors while sitting on any ride. In our park, we have got a very nice first aid center. There are the SOPs for the first aid center also. All visitors and park employees should be monitored at the following symptoms. It was told to our nurses and our doctors also. Chills or repeated shaking with the muscle pain, headache, sore throat, fever, running nose, sneezing, shortness of breath, persistent cough, new loss of taste or smell, diarrhea or nausea. And they are also told that not encouraged to attend elder with sickness and vulnerable, chronic lung disease, moderate to severe asthma, serious heart condition, people under chemotherapy drugs, severe obesity, diabetic, chronic kidney disease, and liver disease. The paramedical staff in the first aid and the station should be wearing, we have ensured that they wear with the N95 mask and a face shield, gown, gloves, and covered footwear. There should also be provisional for coveralls, hazmat suits if they are at all in need. Staff must maintain a minimum gap of 1 meter or 3 feet while working or helping visitors or other staffs. Limit, we have done the limitation. Personnel when attending the giving first aid to the persons, 1 at a time. Sorry. All victims should be considered as COVID suspect. CPR protocols should be followed as the basic life support guidelines of the American Heart Association. Chest compression can be performed only when the person who is performing the CPR is in PPE or mask is a must. Mouth-to-mouth respiration is banned. First responder personnel can use bag and mask device with filter and tight seals. In the case of drowning victims, if at all, the lifeguard told to have the utmost priority of saving the victims. That actually we are doing throughout the year whenever we are running the park. The lifeguard who is on the dry land should prepare himself or herself with at least mask and gloves to receive the victim from the lifeguard in the water. This is a very particular department. They have done their best during this new normal situation, this housekeeping department. Because you all are knowing that we are on a big amount of land, big quantity, that is near about 42 acres of land. And housekeeping of those land is not an easy matter. So to consider the following steps on daily basis, we have done it. To use face mask and hand gloves at all the times. Staff must maintain a minimum gap of 2 meters. To spray environmental cleaner and disinfect thoroughly, always. At the main entrance, all the plazas and quarries, cash counters with the cash drawers, online ticket counter, first aid, etc., everywhere. I will not elaborate it. And they have done again and again, every after 1 hour, 2 hours, they have done throughout the day. To disinfect the floor of the food court, cafeteria, and offices with the recommended chemical quaternary ammonium compound on an hourly basis. All the toilets were cleaned and disinfected on hourly basis. All dustbin was cleared and cleaned at regular intervals. The main waste dumping area we have sprayed with the suggested chemicals for protection from spread of any bacteria or virus. And earlier I also told that there was so many placards or hoardings regarding no smoking, no chewing of tobacco, pan masala, and no spitting here and there. Regarding security, I have already told you. They have also used their mask and gloves always because they are the in-fronter. They are only receiving the visitors in front of the gate. They are maintained the gap of 6 feet. We told them to check the visitor bags for any food item, must ensure that the visitors should have in the demarcated cycle. They ensure that the staff or visitor must wear the face mask and sanitize themselves before entering into the park. Finance. System, actually, we don't have our system to work from home. So that's why we have done a SOP and we have talked to our different departmental head, mainly those who are working in the office, that where possible, they were called alternative day duty to reduce the manpower during that period. To use, whenever who is coming over duty, they have used face mask, hand gloves all the time, and they used to wash hands frequently, and the gap of minimum 6 feet was always there. This is the very vital area, purchase and store. There also, we don't have that facilities of doing work from home. So that's why it was told to our head that if possible, and sometimes they have done also, they have done the alternative day duties. They have also told to use face mask, face shield, hand gloves, etc. Now, this is the main area where the once park is running, so we require every now and then different materials. So every now and then those materials used to come. For that, we have made the SOP that to disinfect all the good packets while receiving and kept in isolation for a day or two, if felt necessary, if it is a not urgent requirement. To wash hands as frequently as possible, staff must maintain a minimum gap Store materials in various store warehouse areas should be disinfected at regular intervals. Vendor must be discouraged to visit the park unless it is very necessary. All vendors must use hand sanitizer, use face mask before entering the premises. All suppliers, courier / store materials must be received while wearing the gloves. The courier items should be sterilized before handling and should preferably be received covered in a plastic cover. This is also a main team job, engineering and operation, those who are directly involved with the visitors and our right serviceability. Engineering, same, that gloves and mask is always there, was there. They maintain a gap of 6 feet. Disinfected the push button switches, all control panels, control decks located at all the rides and other locations using cloth and sanitizer. Adequate indoor air quality testing was given and done and to ensure better indoor air quality at all the times. Make use of UVC lamps and HBS equipment. The usage of advantage of ultraviolet irradiation methods are for trapping and killing the virus. Operations. To use face mask, face shield and hand gloves at all the times. They are the frontliner for the visitors. Sanitizing and wash hands frequently. Staff must maintain a minimum gap. Do not use other mobiles or belongings. This is also one of the main challenges in front of us. This food and beverage. To use head caps, face mask, face shield, hand gloves for all the staffs of the food court area. Kitchen staffs must use face mask at all the time. They have not done the hand sanitizer during, they have not actually used hand sanitizer during the cooking. They must wash hands, what actually they have done with the soaps in regular intervals. They have avoided touching their faces, eyes, nose at all the times, especially after removal of the face cover before washing their hands. To wash hands as frequently as possible. Service protocol to be changed to have customer pick up items from counter rather than serve them directly to the customer. To follow the 4 key steps for food safety, always clean, separate, cook and chill. All staff must, they have maintained a minimum gap. Food handler were told to slow down in the fruit production speed level and maintain recommended 2 meters distance between each other. To prepare a food by order, that is a la carte and not in a bulk. Ready-to food items was not at all left open. Equipments, containers, utensils are cleaned thoroughly with soap water, preferably use hot water, that is above 60 degrees centigrade. Floors of the entire kitchen and all the stores, all equipment, preparation tables, refrigerators, tea coffee dispensers, Pepsi dispenser, and ice cream chiller, we have cleaned and disinfected in several intervals. We have announced the token number while distributing the food to the visitors. Disposable things we have used, the use and throw. With disposable plates, cutleries, glasses are strongly recommended for other also. Avoid using cloth napkins, and we used to give the paper napkins to the visitors. And we have increased, you have seen that our Arup Goswami has shown you the table pointing, that we have spacing that increase the space in between of the tables of the restaurant or lounges. Service staff should not handle cash. No peel pads should be used in the restaurant. Guests must pay directly at the cashier desk. This is one more main thing, that is health and safety management. To implement measures of health and safety in consultation with the local government or authorities, directives from WHO, World Health Organization. Management should arrange a tie-up with the nearest possible hospital for consultation for required tests to be conducted for staffs only. Management may identify a room for isolating any staff suffering with high temperature until the time medical assistance is reached. Still, we are maintaining this room, but fortunately, it is our good luck till the day no such person has come and reported us that we could have to separate him and particularly put into that room. Use thermal checks and the desired body temperature range. Everybody, you people are knowing, must not be more than 37.5 degree, and that is 99.5 degree Fahrenheit. During use of thermal checks on staff, if someone found with 100 degree Fahrenheit and above, she and he must consult the in-house doctor if available at the point of time, and further medical help should be initiated instantly with the assistance from HR department, and the same must be recorded. During thermal checks on visitors, if anyone is found with 100 degree Fahrenheit and above, the visitors along with their group must be refused with entry to the park with complete refund of the purchase tickets, and must be released with an advice to consult for medical assistance. But for your knowledge, we can share this thing. We have not done, this situation has not come since we have opened from 15th October or next time 18th August. Nothing has come, no report has been there with us. On a confirmed case, the venue of workplace must be closed for a 48 hours period. Management team will liaise with the senior manager for the closure of the area and any required communication and a contract cleaning company to disinfect. Now I will again hand over to Mr. Arup Goswami for rest of the things.
Okay, next, employee management. Employees are the asset of the organization who make the amusement park amusing for the visitors. All employees should be taught that and trained. We have a training area. So we taught them, trained on personal hygiene, and must be communicated the duty to take care of their health and safety. Train and educate employees on job specific informations. Educate employees on communication and advice of new policy to the public. Protocols on when to stay away from the workplace. If they might have some temperature or sneezing or some other issues like short of breath. So at that point of time, they should leave the workplace. What actions to be done when unwell? What are the symptoms they should be concerned about? Voluntary testing of personnel should be encouraged. Human resource policy should be written in the way that does not encourage employees to work when they are unwell. So that means whenever the employees get, if they get COVID positive, then we may give some leaves which will not be deducted, like that. It's an example only. Rotational staffs to be considered for frontline staffs that have a high risk exposure. All frontline staffs to be regularly monitored health-wise: fever, severe body pain, breathlessness, running nose, etc. Physiological support to be provided to all employees. Senior staffs or staffs with comorbidities should be changed to the department where the intents of with other people are limited. Interaction of from operation department, they might have been shifted to store or like that. Fear mongering to be discouraged among employees. Now the main thing is coming, the training of all staffs. The key activity is train all staffs on general good hygiene measures and performing cleaning, laundry, and trash pickup activities. During induction on these various policies and practice of the park, and also periodic training of everyday activities that is important for the safety of the staff as well as the visitor or guests. The training should include general good hygiene measure, such as all staffs, we asked them to have Arogya Setu app. Every staff must wash their hands with soap, maintain physical distance up to 6 feet, avoid close contacts with people who are in risk, avoid touching eyes, nose and mouths, wear a clean mask or face shield, hand gloves, follow cough etiquette. Whenever you should cough, you should crook in your crook or in the elbow. Avoid spitting in public place. Clean and disinfect frequently touch areas. Washing hands, and hand should be washed up to 20 seconds with liquid soap. And we have a few areas where we kept liquid soaps for our staffs also. All cleaning activities and hazards of the cleaning chemicals used in the park prior to giving them cleaning tasks. When to use personal protective equipment, why PPEs are necessary, how to properly put on all these PPEs, use, and how to take off the PPEs, and how to properly dispose the PPEs. All these things are said during this training. It is advised to sprinkle PPE waste into sodium hypochlorite to avoid contamination and during waste handling. To recognize the symptom of COVID-19 and provide instruction on what to do if they develop symptom and after their possible exposure to a COVID positive person. How to immediately notice their supervisor and the local health department if they develop symptom of COVID-19. How to train? The training should be simple and demonstrative. Videos of best practice activities can be screened. Then staff performance should be monitored by assigning supervisor and created immediately to required, thereby reducing risk. Now few compliance few regulatory authority requirement. In the Indian federal government system, there are laws that can be promulgated by central government, state government, and also local administration at district and block level. If there are any conflict among these, the organization are expected to follow the following hierarchy for declining which regulation to follow: national, state, local, or district administration. In the background of COVID-19, the following requirements were used or amended related to health, safety, and environment. Details on context and latest update can be referred from the followings. Actually, these are when we prepared this SOP, the version can be changed. The epidemic disease amendment ordinance 2020, it was on April 22, 2020. National Disaster Management Act 2005 and its guideline of May 2020. Biomedical Management Waste Management Rule 2016 amended up to May 2020. And then CSR amendment April 2020, that is CBCB guideline for COVID OS. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Arupji. Thank you, Mr. Trifit Rai Chaudhary. I know there are 24 audiences who are connected. So basically what you have seen in this entire presentation is the sharing of experience. What we expect from a presentation is something, very, very different, but sharing experience, which is more relevant to the industry, is very important, where which gives us hands-on experience, what we are doing, how we are doing, and basically we can relate with our facility or park management. This is very, very important. I open the session for question and answer. If anybody has a question. Abhikendu Gupta. Padma, can you unmute Mr. Abhikendu Gupta, please?
Am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Abhikendu, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Goswami, I have a couple of queries. What is the chemical which you are using for sanitizing the rides? You said that alternatively, you are periodically you are sanitizing the open rides and basically the seats and as well as the handles and all those things. What is the chemical which we are using for that?
Just a minute. Actually, this is the brand name. I don't know whether I should say it in this forum or not. But the chemical composition of that, let me find the chemical composition.
I think for the benefit of everyone, you can say the brand name if you like. That should be okay.
Should I?
Yeah, so that people can identify if they want to buy it or use it, they can.
So it's called diverse. Let me show it to you. It will or I will send it
Or
to
if-
Padma. I can, but I can show it to you.
Share this information with Padma. Padma will mail it to the respective participant.
The second question is that what kind of gloves are you using for operational staff? I repeat myself, what kind of gloves are you using for the operational staff who are standing in open areas, especially in sunny areas?
It's an use and throw one of plastic gloves.
No, is it the surgical gloves or is it cloth based gloves?
Yeah, it's a surgical gloves.
Because I have a issue about that because we have done it over here. Are you absolutely sure that you are doing that? Because wearing surgical gloves and standing in sun within
Yeah, it's a very problematic one.
within 15
So what they used to do sometimes whenever they open it again while putting they have to sanitize their hand.
No, sir. I would like to beg to differ from you because practically that is not possible because within 15 to 20 minutes you start sweating. It does not have breathing process in a surgical gloves, and whenever you are in sun and not in air conditioned place, your hand turns absolutely white, and within 2 hours your hand is not capable enough to even do anything. It becomes wrinkled. So I think they are doing something else. If you can recheck and let us know what actually you are doing in your operational area, because surgical gloves are something which we cannot use, and because it becomes absolutely white within a year, within an hour or so. My third question is that what is the disinfectant which you are using in an ice cream chiller or a fridge? Because you said that you are using something.
Pardon? Where you said?
In the chiller
Just
and
wanted
the
to check
refrigerator.
what is the chemical disinfectant which you are using in an ice cream chiller?
Yes, I have to ask it to our F&B department and I will confirm you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And please let us know what kind of gloves are you using in the open area?
Yeah, of course.
Sir, actually, we have faced whatever actually you have told, that is a very correct thing. We have faced the same problem also. So after that, we have started using our cloth. That is called that is
The
cloth.
inners, the cloth,
That is cloth
inner
gloves.
gloves.
Yes, giant gloves. That
Yeah,
is
inner
cloth
gloves which are used during our time in cricket match within inside the cricket gloves or wicket keeping gloves. Those ones, white ones.
white ones, sir. Same thing. It's white ones.
Yeah. So are you basically using it and disposing it after every 2 hours or 3 hours?
Sir,
Are you doing that?
Actually, I will tell you one thing. That's all the staffs from our side. It was distributed from our department, from our unit, that HR department. These two to each everything. So one glove they should use and wash, and the next new gloves they will wear next day. It was the
Okay,
system.
so
they have
they are
Ravi
using the
Gandhi ji,
same gloves entire day.
I would like to interrupt here. Basically, I agree there has been an issue with the surgical gloves and the cotton hand gloves, which Mr. Trishit Roy Chaudhary is mentioning. That is one of the good solutions. Basically, the purpose of such gloves in operating the rides is that ride operator does not touch their nose, mouth, and eyes. That is a main purpose of the gloves. Apart from this, regular sanitizing of the touch areas is important. Otherwise, no other gloves can work. And if you see what Mr. Trishit Roy Chaudhary has mentioned, one day the cotton hand gloves and second day they can wash and reuse it. This is normally done in many places, but using only surgical gloves or plastic gloves is impractical.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome, sir.
I think Mr. Shashikant Dunga has some question. Can you unmute Mr. Shashikant Dunga, please? Padma?
Am I audible?
Loud and clear, sir. Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Goswami, for such an wonderful presentation. You mentioned you only allow families to sit together and not the regular guests. How you identify and distinguish the guests are a group or an individual guest?
Sir, by experience only.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that you have to allow.
Oh, now, one thing we could do it because if some husband, wife, and 2 children are coming, that is they are one family. Sometimes we are using 4 seats of cable car. So otherwise, we have given only 2 seats diagonally. We have offered, but for the families, those who are coming with children, that is one boy, one daughter, or 2 daughters or 2 sons with their father, mother, we have given that chance to go together.
No, of course. But, a group of college students who are coming, all the way from different locations are a group.
No, we have not considered them, sir. We have we have given them separately. We have not considered them, and mainly we are very much about that young people. Actually, they want to mainly break the system and all. So we are very much confident about that. We will not give them chance to do this thing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Shashikantji, internationally, I've just been abroad to US and I have seen generally no unknown person want to go close to other person.
Of course.
And while loading, unloading, loading stations, the host, they ask, are you together? If they say yes, then they're allowed. So you don't have to identify them. They themselves, they identify.
Okay. Thank you, Ji. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other questions, sir? Anyone? So I think there is no any further question. Thank you very much. I would request Mr. Anuj Sarin to give vote of thanks to the participants as well as to Mr. Arup Goswami and Mr. Raj Chaudhary. Mr. Anuj.
Thank you, first of all, Sharma-ji, for hosting such a beautiful session. And thanks a lot to the speakers for giving in-depth details about the operational activities which they are doing in, the practical thing which they are doing in their park. And I hope it benefits all the members who have been joining us today. And it was really a great and elaborate session on what activities we are doing during this post-pandemic thing. And I hope it was beneficial to all the members. Thank you once again. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sharma-ji.
Thank you, Anuj. Thank you, everyone. We declare this session over. You may log out. Thank you very much. The IFP Secretariat, Padma and Anilji.